Leg day today, legs and biceps for the kid. I'm battling a little bit of back issues, so I'm doing extra loosening up today. Loosening up my ankles, flexation of my ankles, loosening up my calves, loosening up my foot. Everything is connected in the body, so you don't want one thing to overcompensate for another. That's what happened with my back, and that's what caused me to tweak it. Last week during legs, went a little crazy because I was feeling great. Been doing ballet a little bit, but was feeling great going in the legs. Crushed my numbers, 385, 2 times 5, and then after I decided to do 10 more sets of squats, 225, 10 by 10 jumping squats to end my exercise. But that obliterated my legs and my hamstrings for the days to come. And then 3 days later, I had my back session, and I went to do my deadlifts, and my back overcompensated for the lift, and I winded up injuring myself a little bit, just a little tweak. It was overcompensation of the muscles. So the only supplement I am using this morning is Icy Hot. So yeah, other than that, I'm fasted. I like to be fasted at times. The scientific word for it is autophagy. Autophagy is when the body doesn't have to worry about digestion as much. It doesn't have to worry about digestion at all, so the blood cells in your body can start working on other things to fix problems in the body and just make you overall healthy. It's a kind of intermittent fasting. I do it sometimes. It may affect my lifts today, but as stated, I'm going for 390, 2 times 5, which isn't a weight that I'm not used to. A lot of people ask me, like, Steve, why don't you, I seen you do 4 or 5, 2 sets times 8 reps, full depth and stuff like that. Why aren't you doing numbers over that weight? And basically I don't lift for ego. I want to get a little bit lower in my squat form, so I reset the weight. I'm not lifting with an ego. I'm lifting for a goal. I'm lifting to stay healthy. I'm lifting for longevity. So that's the most important asset to me. That's why I reset my form, and I'm going over everything just to make a stronger foundation in general. So yeah, let's get into this warm-up, and stay tuned. All the workouts will be in exact order. This is day 2 of my training program. Let's get it. All right, so just got some stretching in. Really loosening up today again, like I said, because I did pinch my back. So what I usually do right before legs to get a real good warm up for my hamstrings, for my glutes, for my quads, is I'll do a incline 15, 3 miles per hour, 10-minute warm up on the treadmill. Just while you're walking to really engage the big muscle groups in your legs. It's a good way just to get loose. And again, as you're seeing in my stretching, don't forget to stretch your upper body. Do not forget to stretch your upper body. When you're doing a heavy compound movement like squats, it's easy to tweak anything. Stretch your neck out good. Stretch out your shoulders good. Stretch out your wrists, because your wrists actually hold the bar on your back when you're doing heavy back squat. And just make sure everything's loose. Make sure the core is getting engaged. Squats, when people ask me too, like about just abs in general, or a strong core, and they ask me how I did it, what exercises I do, I tell them one of the main exercises that I do is squats, heavy squats. Heavy squats, when you have that weight on your back, you are engaging your core the whole time. The core is stabilizing that weight on your back. Still getting loose, back's a little pinched. Should be okay though. Gonna power through these squat sets. 390, 2 times 5 is on the dinner table today. Let's eat.
A reaction to your miscalculation. Waiting to watch the world burn.
Warming up. blood, muscles, tissues, like an old Chevy truck. It takes a while to warm up, especially when you're doing heavier weight, but it's very important not to burn yourself out with the warm-up sets. As you've seen, I did 135 for like 10, 15, 225, no more than 10, 315 just for about 5. About to hit 365 for like 1 or 2, depending on how I feel in the movement. To really loosen up, and then we should be ready to put 390 on and see where we're at today for 5. So let's get it. Just added the 10s. That would make this 385. And this gym doesn't have 2.5, so you have to improvise. And my bag, tricks, always have 2.5s. The name of the game, this is the program, this is where the growth happens. Always have the 2.5s in hand. So I'm not gonna lie, that first set was kind of hard. I don't have no food in my system, so that's definitely a big reason why. If you're going to hit a lift that you know you really want to hit, and it was hard the week before on this program, as stated before, the description for this program will be in description to this YouTube video. But if you know you want to hit something, like if I knew I wanted to hit 390, I wanted to smash it, I would make sure I get like 3 meals in, a cup of rice with each meal, at least 35-40 grams of protein with the meal. Yeah, so that would be at least 3 meals too. Sometimes I like working out at night, especially when I want to hit certain lifts on chest, shoulders, areas that I lack. But other than that, just keep pushing weight. It's not the best idea to come in here and hit a strength training program fasted, but it helps out my overall health with the idea of autophagy and just natural digestion. After this workout, I'll be really flushed out, which is good. It's good for like a cleanse for my body. And also I'll smash some cardio after this too, just to feel good in general. But right now, I have to focus on this second set, taking about a 4-minute break, and we're gonna smash this fucking second set too. Nice and controlled. I've been working on just staying through my heels. So important just to stay through your heels in the movement. If you can, go out and buy a pair of Chuck Taylors. Chuck Taylors are flat shoes, or Vans. Vans are great to squat in too, and the deadlift in as well, because you want to make sure the movements are through your heels and you're engaging your muscle groups. So yeah, let's crush the second set. Two times 5 accomplished, all through the heels. That's what we were going for. And I'm feeling really good today. I'm glad my back's not hurting as much. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did last week. Just one set, 225, 1 set times 10 reps, jump squats. I like to do this for cardio and just for explosiveness. Play a lot of ball, so I like getting up there. Alright, so that was jump squats. And now we're gonna get into exercise number 2. 2 sets of 8 each leg, weighted step-up lunges. This is a great exercise to complement squats, just to go up with squats in general. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. You really wanna make sure you're balanced, and you really wanna find a bench that's a really steeper than a normal bench. So obviously there's not one here, so what you're gonna see is I'm probably gonna stack 235 just to give me that extra couple inches to really drive through my hamstrings in the movement and control the weight. So yeah, let's get it. Obviously, weight is not as important with that movement. The main thing is balance, stability, driving through your glutes and your hamstrings. It's like a really variated kind of lunge. It's very effective. If you can get it down just the balance part and just go up and weight with it. 155 is very comfortable for me. And that was the right leg, we just did 8. I'm about to show you a different angle with the left leg, and then we'll move on to our next exercise for legs. But 2 by 8 with this. Take note on how I moved through that last movement, especially my feet. I didn't rush the other foot up onto the bench as if like I needed assistance. I drove all the way through the foot that was on the bench, on the plates, and I really engaged the muscle groups in the one leg that I was working. Make sure you do that, that's very important. You can give light assistance with a little kick of like a calf blast from the foot that's on the floor, that's okay. But you cannot cheat and jump up onto there and finish the movement. There's no point at that point. Start with a comfortable weight and get the form right. It'll help you in the long run. So now on to our last 3 exercises for legs. Surprisingly, there's only 5 exercises for legs, not a lot. The essential movement is the squat. We focused on that, we accomplished our goal today. We got done 2 by 8 on weighted step up lunge, which is a very essential movement, a very taxing movement to the body, for legs especially. So now it's 3 accessory movements. It's gonna be leg extension, which I'm sitting on right now. I'm gonna do, I like almost can max this machine out. It's almost like, it's sad. I used to stress it a lot. When I first started, I used to do like 10 sets by 20 reps, like crazy, over 100 pounds, like even before I squatted, it was nuts. So now I just do a simple 2 by 8 just to keep some definition in the good old quads, and then I'll go to hamstring curl. I'll do a heavy weight 2 by 8 as well, and then I'll do a 4 by 20 on calf raise, and that'll be pretty much it for legs. Prefer lying hamstring curl over seated hamstring curl. I just feel better engagement for my hamstrings than lying down. And you really want to focus on the movement when you get it to the top, when you really like touch your ass almost, really engage and hold right there. That's when you'll feel the burn. So we're gonna hit this 2 by 8 with a comfortable weight. Let's get it. Just about finished legs. I'm gonna finish up with 1 more exercise. 4 sets by 20 reps, calf raise, standing calf. I love this machine. You get a really good engagement in the calves. I try to point the toes in to really engage the calves throughout the movement, and I'll pause at the top. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys 1 set, and that'll wrap it up for legs. But 4 sets by 20 reps to finish up, and then usually some cardio. But then we're gonna get into our bicep exercises as well. So let's get it. Okay, baby, that's it for legs. Now it's time to hit some biceps, baby. Big biceps, let's get it. I'm gonna start out with 2 sets by 5 reps on straight bar curl. I'm gonna do 135, just 2 by 5, nice and easy relatively. Get good work in for the biceps, and then I will go over to the benches and hit 2 times 8 reps on dumbbell alternative curl, alternating each arm, really getting a good squeeze in with a relatively heavy weight. I'm not gonna burn myself out with a multitude of bicep exercises because a full range of motion for the bicep actually is a movement all the way up into the deltoid, and if you stretch your biceps too much, you will hurt lifts going forward. I have shoulders in 2 days. I want to, biceps are not as important as my dumbbell my military press, military press. I really want to hit numbers there, and I also want to hit numbers on my dumbbell shoulder press. So accessory movement is not the essential. The essential movements like military press, squat, deadlift, flat bench are the ones you should stress all the time. Always prepare for them. That's the most important. That's where you will grow. The more weight you move with them movements, the bigger you will become, the stronger you will become, and all the good stuff. So let's get these gains, baby. We're gonna warm up just with 10 with the bar, and then we're throwing 135 on right away because, like Arnold said, we gotta shock the muscle.
Waiting to watch the world burn. Hiding the truth.
On to our final exercise, which is 2 by 8 alternating dumbbell curl. Just get a good squeeze. Gonna use these 50s, just get a real good squeeze. 2 by 8, nothing crazy. And that will conclude legs and biceps with Steve Calve.
Time to change the world.